Sejak jumpa kita pertama, ku langsung jatuh cinta. Walau ku tahu kau ada pemiliknya, tapi ku tak dapat membohongi hati nurani. Ku tak dapat menghindari gejolak cinta ini. Maka izinkanlah aku mencintaimu. Atau bolehkan aku sekedar sayang padamu. Maka izinkanlah aku mencintaimu. Atau bolehkan aku sekedar sayang padamu. Memang serba salah rasanya tertusuk pada cinta. Apalagi aku juga ada pemiliknya, tapi ku tak mampu membohongi hati nurani. Ku tak mampu menghindari gejolak cinta ini. Maka maafkan jika aku mencintaimu. Atau biarkan ku berharap kau sayang padaku. Maka maafkan jika aku mencintaimu. Atau biarkan ku berharap kau sayang padaku.
Selamat malam, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pertama-tama saya ucapkan selamat datang kepada yang terhormat Bapak Budi Andika selaku Direktur dari PT Adi Satya Sentosa. Yang terhormat kepada Mr. Manis Barsia, Managing Director of CDE Asia, serta kepada para tamu undangan jamuan makan malam CDE Produk Launching yang berbahagia. Puji syukur mari kita panjatkan kepada Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala yang telah memberikan limpahan rahmat, kesehatan, keselamatan dan karunia kepada kita sehingga kita dapat hadir di acara ini dengan selamat, sehat walafiat. Amin. Bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu, tamu undangan yang saya hormati, sebelum melangkah ke acara inti, marilah kita berdoa sebelum acara dimulai terlebih dahulu, agar agenda yang kita laksanakan pada hari ini dapat berjalan dengan lancar. Berdoa menurut kepercayaan masing-masing, mulai. Selesai. Acara selanjutnya kita akan memasuki acara pertama, yaitu sambutan dari PT Adi Satya Sentosa yang akan diberikan oleh Bapak Budi Andika selaku Direktur PT Adi Satya Sentosa. Kepada Bapak Budi Andika kami persilahkan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam dan salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Pertama-tama kami ucapkan terima kasih atas kehadiran bapak-bapak, ibu pada acara makan malam dan ramah tamah dalam rangka CDE Produk Launching yang akan diadakan besok di RUMPIN Bogor. Selamat datang kepada Bapak Ahmad Fadilah, wakil dari ESDM Provinsi Jawa Barat beserta tim. Kemudian welcome to our visitors from Malaysia, South Korea, Vietnam, Singapore, Philippines, and our CDE Asia team. Perlu disampaikan kami PT Adi Satya Sentosa adalah agen tunggal dari CDE Asia di Indonesia. Produk yang sedang kami pasarkan adalah CD sand washing, yang produk tersebut diharapkan bisa menjadi alternatif untuk penyedia kebutuhan pasir atau yang biasa disebut M-sand atau manufacture sand di Indonesia. Lebih jelasnya nanti akan dijelaskan oleh Mr. Manis Barsia, Managing Director CDE Asia, setelah ini. Saat ini kami telah menerima pesanan CD sand washing sejumlah 3 unit dari customer kami di tahun 2017. Untuk itu kami ucapkan terima kasih sebesar-besarnya kepada ketiga customer kami, yaitu PT Lotus SG Lestari, Pak Justin, kemudian dengan selanjutnya PT Rekadaya Sarana Mukti, Bapak Ridwan Surya sudah hadir juga. Kemudian satu lagi adalah CV Jati Kencana yang Pak Arif hadir. Terima kasih atas kehadiran dan kepercayaan kepada CDE Asia. Terima kasih. Ketiga unit tersebut telah dideliver tahun 2018 dan baru saja selesai terpasang 2 unit di Lotus SG Lestari, Rumpin, dan di CV Jati Kencana, Semarang. Satu lagi unit masih dalam perjalanan, kemungkinan tiba minggu ketiga di bulan Juli, milik PT Rekadaya Sarana Mukti. Insya Allah besok pagi kita jam 8 akan bersama-sama menuju lokasi Lotus SG Lestari untuk menyaksikan CD product launching dan demo unit. Setelah itu kami menyediakan waktu untuk diskusi dan sesi tanya jawab. Dan setelah makan siang kita kembali ke hotel bersama bus yang telah disediakan. Kami berharap kehadiran Bapak Ibu pada malam hari ini dan esok hari dapat menambah informasi akan produksi di sand washing, sehingga menambah ketertarikan akan unit tersebut agar segera bisa menempatkan pesanannya. Amin. Demikian sambutan dari kami. Kami mohon maaf sebesar-besarnya apabila ada kekurangan dalam penyambutan dan penyelenggaraan acara CD produk launching ini. Sekali lagi kami ucapkan terima kasih atas segala partisipasi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Acara selanjutnya yaitu Overview of CDE and Combo Manufacture Sand Technology yang akan disampaikan oleh Mr. Manis Barsia. We please to welcome Mr. Manis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Salamat datang. I'm trying to learn the local manners. Give me a few years, I will speak Bhasha. I would like to welcome with deep gratitude Mr. Ahmed Fadil from Department of Energy and Mineral Resources. Thank you, sir, for coming. I would also like to welcome our most important guest of the evening, our 3 partners. So Justin from Lotus, Arif from JKB, and Mr. Ridwan from RSM, Bandung. So these guys have championed our system, and today we are here because of them, because they took the first step forward. You can imagine the risk these people have taken in investing into our technology 2 years back, and now we are seeing the results to get all of you in this room. So thank you very much. I would also take this opportunity to thank our partners, Adi Satya from Indonesia, Mirok from Malaysia, and Petty from Philippines. Now, without our partners, we are nowhere. So we never never think them as anybody else, but as our close partners. And I hope many more partners from Southeast Asia will join us during this journey. I would also thank my colleagues from India, Prasun, from Indonesia, Vino and Leo, from Vietnam, Quang, and from Korea, Choi, Kevin. Yeah. So with this, I will make an attempt to do a quick presentation, and later on we can sit one-to-one and you can ask me as many questions as we want. We'll also have a question-answer session tomorrow. So first of all, what is CDE? So CDE is a company which invents or discovers new world of resource. So our resources are limited in this world. You cannot get more mountains. You cannot get more desert. Whatever is there, the God has given us. We have to live within that means. But CDE will show you how you can extend the life of your natural resources. So today we are discussing the subject Abu to Pasir, how to convert your crusher waste into valuable product like a sand, construction sand. And I will also introduce to you the product that you are going to see tomorrow, Combo Alpha I. So first, about the company, we are 25 years old. Our headquarters is in UK. It's in Northern Ireland where the Titanic was made. So there is a good engineering industry. Okay, Titanic sink, but we don't sink. We are also the #1 wet processing company in the world. Every country that we are working, more than 100, we have the leading position. This is our geographical spread out. We have important customers which are there in 100 countries across the planet. These are some of the names that you may be familiar with. We also like our Indonesian friends to be here, but I did not make this slide. So you're definitely as important as each one of them here, like Holcim, Handsome, Lafarge, CRH, Heidelberg. Some of these companies are already working in Indonesia as well. This is our regional footprints in Southeast Asia. You can see that Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. These are the 9 countries besides India, 10 countries. We have already have combo and more than one combo in these countries. And we have the star marks are our partners in this area, and this is our team. So we are now growing very quickly, very fast in Southeast Asia. And today's meeting is also going to be helping us to grow faster. This is our headquarters. We are building a new headquarters in UK. So it is like a Google campus. It's the biggest wet processing equipment campus in the world. It has got a huge R&D facility. So if you are going to Northern Ireland, please let us know. We will be glad to host you. You are most welcome, each one of you, to please visit us. We have a brand new facility that we bought from Caterpillar only 2-3 months back, and we are going to inaugurate this also. It's a 30,000 square meter facility that we bought in Belfast. In India, this is our corporate office. Some of you have been there. This is our factory. In order to reduce our cost, we are also making the machines in India, but they are made to the same standard like UK. For example, a Mercedes in Germany and Mercedes made in Singapore or India will be made in the same standard. So we are using the best components that also our machines are exported to Europe from India. We also have a tech center. So we are not only a machine manufacturer, we also give you the technology how to use your product. For example, you have seen the banners outside, Concrete Tech and Builders Tech, which means we will partner you in understanding how to use the M-sand. So suppose you make the M-sand, how should we use it correctly that you can make the concrete, your customer is saving the cement How do you achieve that? How can you prove that your sand is superior than the pasir, the river sand? Our equipment or our technology also produces plastering sand. So you use the sand for making the wall. That also can be produced using our technology. We also do glass sand. So we have 2 plants in Vietnam. They are making float glass. So we purify the sand, silica sand, to make glass. We also do iron ore. We also recycle construction waste. All the building waste, we recycle it back for sand and aggregate. So there are many divisions of the company. Today we are focusing on M Sand. So sand is running out. Today, yesterday I read a news from The Guardian that the sand consumption in the world has gone up to 40 to 50 billion tons. The last data I saw 5 years back, it was 15 billion tons. And the newspaper says it's 50 to 60 billion tons of sand being used, and sand is running out. We have to find alternate resources. And this is because our population is moving to the city. You see, in Indonesia, see the data from the Indonesia, almost half the population is now living in the city. And that's happening globally. So they need more construction, more houses, more roads. So you need sand for that. So what is manufactured sand and how can we produce it? So the process is very simple. You take a good rock like granite, basalt, andesite, even limestone. You can have the hardness, the good compressive strength enough to make sand from it. You crush it, you generate the crusher fines. And then you do the process of washing, grading, and FM control. So it's not only just removing the microfines, you have to grade it to make it a good sand. And then you can also produce plaster sand from it. So all this process is required to produce high quality sand. Manufactured sand is proven that it will result eventually in saving of the cement. So this is the first most important thing for the people who are making concrete here, is that you should invest time to, some of our later speakers who are experienced in M-Sand will show you how, but I'm telling you from the experience of more than 280 plants we have in Asia that produce good sand that is saving the cement for the customer. So I introduce you to the machine, which is we call combo. Now why we call combo? It is a combination of 7 functions. So it's one machine, but it's made of 7 different functions. So why was combo invented? So I asked this question 6 years back when the combo was invented, that why do we need combo? Why can't we have something cheaper? So the answer is this. The traditional washing system that you find in the market looks like this. This is the output of the traditional washing system, and it results into a lake like this. Now, which government in the world will allow you this anymore? Not anymore. Whichever countries that we have gone to, governments are banning use of water and use of polluting the livelihood of the fisherman in the river. You cannot do that anymore. So, still, forget about the environmental angle, but even from the economic point of view, please see if you are using such kind of a system and you dig out your pond, you excavate the pond, you will get this material, which is 300 microns to 0. This material is actually good sand. This should not have gone there, because if you send your sand too coarse, the ready mix company will reject it. And why? Because this is what is happening. All this good sand is going in your excavation, in your pond. And then you have to invest money to excavate it and throw it. So you're losing revenue, and then you have to invest money to throw it. So to summarize, these are the shortcomings, and traditional systems will give you inefficient classification. It will lose products. It will use excessive water. This much water is not available anywhere now. And of course, government does not like it. Pollution hazard, every country is now becoming more and more strict. So what is the answer? And we found the answer to this problem was invented 6 years back in the form of combo. So this machine here does all the problems that we discussed can be solved by this one machine. And you will see this tomorrow live in action. I will show you a video so that instead of me talking, you can see on the video how it looks like. This video belongs to our customer from Semarang, JKB. So Mr. Arif is here. He gave the permission to drone shoot this video. So he is very open with everybody. Normally the customer says, I do not want to show my plant. But thanks to Mr. Arif, we can show this video to you. It's okay. Thank you. So in summary, what we offer you is environmental friendly technology. It's responsible for you to do something about it. We offer you complete package. So we offer you a package which has 95% water recycling and sludge management. And we will also offer you technology how you can make, from the sludge, you can make the bricks. So the final minus 75 micron, you will ask what to do with it. We will show you how to make the lightweight bricks from this. This is the only portable system in the world. So there is no, this machine for the road contractor can be taken from one side to another. So wherever you are building roads, don't carry the sand, carry the machine. Wherever your crusher is going, mobile crusher, carry the machine with you. And of course, we will produce the sand as per your desired FM. So feel free to ask us how can we achieve 2.5 to 3 whatever FM range your company wants, we can produce the sand to that specification, and we guarantee you ASTM C33 or any other specification that you want. As I said before, in Indonesia we have 3 plants with this technology, and tomorrow we are going to see Lotus, but eventually if you want, we will also arrange visits, of course with the permission of the customers, to other sites. This is the first output from the Lotus plant that you're going to see tomorrow. So you can see the sand is almost in the middle. The FM is 2.8, which I'm told by the concrete specialists, they love this range. You know, you try to do it by changing the mix design between the river sand and Abu Batu. Now you get it ready-made from the machine. So I would say use M sand and save rivers. So we should all pledge that how can we save rivers? By using more and more M sand, by using alternate. We cannot stop something forever, but we can make a difference by starting using alternate means. So the government is here. The government's policy in every country, I'm sure for Indonesia, is the government want to stop the illegal mining. It makes economic sense. You're making money. The ROI from your Abu Batu to Pasir will be very short, between 1 to 2 years. You can recover money and you can have financial gain. For example, the Abu Batu would sell for 50,000 IDR per cubic meter. Sand will sell for even 150,000 per cubic meter. So why would you sell the Abu Batu? If you have the technology, if you have the will to do it, we can find a way to finance it. We can take help of the banks to raise the money. But ultimately, you would be the person who's gaining together with the community. You will get consistent supply. So your supplier for sand is always changing the specification as per the season. If it is more rain, it becomes more finer. So you don't get consistency in the sand supply, which results in you're always changing the mix design. Aggregate is standard, cement is standard, admixture is standard. Every time Pasir is changing. So we can stop that. You can have one supplier supplying all around the year 2.8 FM, period. It extends the life of natural resources. So whatever you are producing today, you will be able to run your quarry for longer time. The demand of the world-class roads is happening in every country. These require good raw material. So we have to move to the better raw material to give you better buildings, better roads. And of course, it has to be safe for the community. The people around you must benefit from it by getting jobs, not by getting the water into their fields and fishery. You don't want to do that. They don't want such job. So this is the idea of us working with the communities to develop this technology. And yeah, so I would leave you with this thought that think about this. How can we make money by defending the environment and defending the community, defending the government and defending ourselves? But still, has to be profitable. It is not charity. So with this intention, I leave you to consider, and please feel free to ask more questions tomorrow when we meet at the site. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manish. Acara selanjutnya yaitu Experience of Using M-Sand and Concrete by YTL from Malaysia. We please to welcome Mr. Muhammad Izzat.
Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera dan selamat malam. Okey. Saya Izzat daripada Batu Tiga Kuari, iaitu anak syarikat kepada YTL Malaysia. So hari ini saya akan kongsi pengalaman saya menggunakan CDE plant, which is Combo X70. Okey. So before this, I want to talk briefly about our company. Next slide. So currently we are a major quarry operator in Malaysia. We have 16 quarry, which is 3 on the northern peninsula, 6 in the middle, and another 7 in the southern region. The product we produce, such as a boulder, armor rock, coarse aggregate, such as Kasiran, 20 mm, 10 mm, and fine aggregate, such as M-sand. So this is our aerial photo of our plant. See, we have a primary crusher, secondary crusher, tertiary crusher, West Eye, and here is our CDE X70i. So this is our primary crusher. We use Nockberg C140, which produces 500 tons per hour. And then our tertiary crusher, secondary crusher, Nockberg HP 300, tertiary crusher, Nockberg GP 300. Okay, after tertiary crusher, we produce aggregate such as 20 mm, 10 mm, and quarry dust. So to satisfy our ready-made customer, we put our product into VSI, vertical shaft impactor, to make our 20 mm more rounded, which is more high quality to our ready mix. But the problem with VSI is we produce a lot of fine, which is on the quarry dust. We produce around 8% of 75 micron, but when we put into VSI, the 75 micron in our product is more to 12 to 15%. So, and then to solve this problem, to improve our M-sand, we put our M-sand into the CDE plant, which is the main purpose is to remove 75 micron. So we have 2 CDE plant in our site, which first commissioning on April 2017, and second one is in February 2018. We operate this plant 16 to 22 hours a day. So roughly, this CDE combo plant have 4 stages of its operation, which is stage 1 is feeding M-sand into the system to hopper M10. And then second stage is we washing that M-sand. In this washing operation, the feed material will go to the coarse screen, and then they wash, go to the sum, and then from the sum they pump up to the hydrocyclone. In hydrocyclone, they separate to which is 75 micron and above 75 micron. And above 75 micron, we wash again to remove 75 micron, because when we washing, it's not 100% go. So stage 3 is more about water recovery. When 75 below 75 micron when we wash, we have the used water, so we need to recycle it back. So we recycle by go to our aqua cycle tank, which is we introduce float coolant there. In this aqua cycle, we recover almost 95% of water there. It stage for 5% of discharged water will be transferred by slurry pipeline to the slush pond. In slush pond, we put another chemical we call Riomax. This Riomax is function to bind the 75 micron to solid one, so it will not go to the environment. Okay, I think I'm done. I would like to invite my QC manager to explain more about the product, Mr. Rafael.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat malam, ibu-ibu dan bapak-bapak sekalian. Okay, my name is Rafael. I'm from Malaysia. I'm from this company actually, YTL Corporation. Okay, actually my colleague, Muhammad Izzat, already explained on what is BTQ. BTQ is a company of YTL. It's an anak syarikat actually. And our products, our operations from beginning, that means from the initial stage, from blasting, from the quarry operations down to the crushing plant, and after the crushing plant, then to the washing process. Actually, I want to clarify here, the word M-sand referred by Mr. Manish Bhatia is a washed, okay, the word M-sand here, according to Mr. Manish Bhatia, is actually a washed product. But in our quarry, in our company, we refer M-sand as is unwashed. And the washed material is as a eco-sand. Okay, what's the difference between M-sand and eco-sand here? But before that, why we purchase 2 units of this combo? Why we need this combo here? Because in our company, we are producing 23 million ton of aggregates in annually basis. 23 million ton. So out of 23 million ton, 50% is M-sand. So I would say around 10 million ton of M-sand we are producing for concrete customers. Okay, but why we need eco-sand? Why? Okay. Basically, I'll talk on the organic impurities here, methylene blue value on technical, and the 75 micron here. This is the 3 major parameters that we refer when we produce M-sand. So, okay, to make it more interesting, I compare mining sand, okay, M-sand and eco-sand. What's the difference between these 3 fine aggregates? Basically, concrete customers, they prefer to use mining sand. But mining sand is very hard to, we control the organic impurities here. Sometimes you will prefer, customers prefer to have 3. I mean, from the color chart, 3 means is free of organics. But sometimes you will be getting 5. Terrible. But in our M-sand, we are getting 1. But again, why we need combo here? In combo also, we are getting 1. Correct? Okay. Second is methylene blue value. Methylene blue value is a parameter that we use to control, we determine the clay in the M-sand. Okay, M-sand is basically a crushed granite. So clay, they will be embedded in the granite. Or some clay will exist as a kaolin lempung, we call it lempung lah. So we cannot control all this. Basically, we cannot control the clay inside the granite. How to control? It's embedded. Once you crush, it will come as a fines. Very hard, susah. So here, if you see the methylene blue value, with mining sand, yes, it's almost above 1. Because we need the value of MBV to be below 1 for the concrete customers. Okay, for our M-sand, we are getting 0.9. Again, why we need combo? Okay, but with combo, we can reduce into half, from 0.9 to 0.45. I'm not doing sales for CDE. I'm a user. Sorry to say this. I'm not doing sales for CDE. I'm a user. But when we are using the combo, we are getting a very beautiful product here. We managed to reduce. Okay, why? Because the MBV is a harmful material for concrete customers. Because the MBV, when the MBV is very high, so it will reduce the workability of the concrete. Okay, because the clay minerals inside the M sand will absorb a lot of waters and chemicals. Okay, so when absorb a lot of waters, so requirement of additional waters will go up. So once go up, the WC, water over concrete, will also increase. What happens if increase? Your strength will drop. Am I right? So that's why we have to wash. We have to wash. So basically, out of 23 million, we are producing 10 million. So I'm not saying 10 million tons are contaminated with clay. Only certain, we have 16 quarries in our Malaysia. We are operating 16 quarries. We are the leading quarry operator in Malaysia. So out of 16, when we open a quarry phase, when we develop a quarry phase, you will have a contamination of overburden. Contamination of overburden. This one, you will have some, very small. So in that particular quarry, we have to eliminate the clay. How? Dry process can, but it's very, we prefer the by washing method lah. It's very, because dry process is something, is very difficult to once we, dry process means you are separating the fines in a drying manner lah, processing. But we prefer washing. So by washing, we are able to manage to reduce the clay, half. So by washing all the time, we can able to maintain the eco-sand. Eco-sand here means a wash product. The M sand we wash become an eco-sand. We are able to maintain 0.45, beautiful. So another thing is the 75 micron. So the 75 micron in the mining sand normally, we cannot control this. When raining time, you will have lesser. You will have a lesser, coarser mining sand. When dry season, you have a very high fines. Dry season, okay? So basically in our M sand, average, we can get 10. 10 is beautiful for concrete. 10 is beautiful. Why? Because this 10, I'm saying that this 10 I'm referring to granite fines. It's not impurities. That means it's not clay. It's 100% granite fines. So fines is very beautiful for for floor concrete, grade 50 and above. Yes. Then after we wash, okay, high fines will act as a filler. So it's good for high grades floor concrete. Lesser fines suit for lower grades concrete. Okay. So, but when we wash, we able to maintain the fines in the wash product. Before that, we already discussed with Mr. Manish. We done several. He simulated the process before we buying these 2 units. He with his team simulated the whole process in our laboratory. So that means he promised to us. That means this machine can able to maintain average 4% of fines. Why we need 4%? Because when we have 4, certain customers like precasters, they prefer lesser fines in their product. Concrete customers, they have various of fine range from 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some customer needs higher fines. Why? Because higher fines will act as a filler, so they can bring down the cement content. It's a cost saving actually. Okay, it's a cost saving. So, but 4 why? Because when we have 4, when we blend back to the M sand, we have various product. So various product means more customers. By having these 2 units, that means we can play around with the fines. The fines means FM, fine modulus. So we can have many products in our quarry. So basically, by having this machine over here, we are not solving our problem. We can have a lot of products, and we can. Actually, my task is now I have to go and approach the customers, introduce M sand. So introducing M sand at the same time, I'm introducing the eco sand also. So I'm bringing more customers for my company, doing more sales actually. So as a conclusion, so on the environmental impact, yes, is minimize water consumption. That means we're able to recover the water at least 95% on the environmental impact. On the quality, we significantly can reduce the deleterious clay inside the fine dust, and also able to produce a range of washed M sand. Washed M sand means we name it as an eco sand, because we don't want to confuse our customer. What is MSAN and what is EcoSan? That's why the wash product, we name it as a EcoSan. So EcoSan means it's definitely the customer will think it's something improved, something better. So I think that's my explanation on the benefits of having this combo X70 lah. Thank you, that's all.
Berikutnya yaitu new opportunity for aggregate producers dari CV Jati Kencana. Kepada Bapak Arif Adi Martono kami persilahkan.
Selamat malam Bapak Ibu, salam sejahtera. Good evening everyone. All right, I'll just going to talk about, I'm not going to be as technical as Rafael. Thanks Rafael, nice to meet you again. I know Rafael drives very well. He took me around when I visited your quarry before. So I'm not as technical as Rafael, so I'm just talking about from a customer point of view in terms of why are we doing what we're doing, why we invested in CDE Combo Alpha. So I'm just going to talk about crushing Mythbuster, and this is a personal observation. Again, it's non-technical. It's going to be a bit lighthearted. Without taking too much more time, I'll just go to the next slide. We'll go through the boring bits very quickly. So the name is Arif Martono, that's my name. In charge of the crushing operations at JKB. We started about 40 years ago, JKB, and we operated in Central Java. We had about 7 locations across Central Java. What we do is we are crushing operation. We are a quarry. We have a crushing facility, and we produce our ready-mixed concrete as well. So I know a thing or two about concrete, maybe not as much as Rafael, but I sort of have an insight of what our crusher customers require. And finally, why I get asked this question a lot by my customer, by my colleagues. Why? Because it's almost like a craziness what we're doing here. Do you know why it's crazy? Because not 50K away, we have Mount Merapi, a volcanic mount, which has been supplying good quality river sand for ages. I don't know when it started. So, you know, we've got a good supply. Why on earth are we doing this? So, to answer that question, I'll go through a few slides. My next slide. Well, these are some of the myths. Like before MSAN, these are all true in my case anyway. In our case, pricing is proportional to size. The finer the aggregates, the cheaper it is. That's just how it is. But if you ask me, this is what's so unfair, I think, because if I have my ways, if I can price my quarry dust, it should be the most expensive because it is the most difficult product to get. You know, from a big rock to make it small rock, it is expensive to do. But for us, it's an irony really, because quarry dust is next to a waste really. As Manish said, it's 50,000 a ton. It's just not fair. Someone can dig it out of the river and charge a lot more than us that we have to crush, we have to screen. It's not fair. So, so that was before washing. Now, it's slightly different. Quarry dust or washed quarry dust, which we call as MSAN, it's not the cheapest product out there in our product range anyway. Right, that's the first myth that I've passed. Oh, just go back. Oh, no, go back to, I'm not done yet. All right. And second, before, you know, our quarry dust got mixed into our 10 mil. And it was fine. For us, it was fine. I mean, quarry dust is next to a waste anyway. So if we can get rid of it to customer site in our 10 mil stockpile, so be it. I mean, you know, what can I do? I sleep well at night because that was the best I could do. The customer complained, but what can I do? But now it's different. I do not want my quarry dust or M-sand to be in my aggregate stockpile. I want to recover every grain of it because now it's precious to me. It's no longer a waste to me. It makes me money. And also lastly, from internal point of view, crusher dust is a highly seasonal product. I've explained to Pak Fadil before, crusher dust, Abu Batu, the 10 mil aggregate is a highly seasonal product. When the AMP, the asphalt mixing plant is producing, we're doing great sale. Otherwise, we just stockpiling it. Now, since we wash our crusher dust, it becomes M-sand. Our concrete plant, they can use it, they love it. So I no longer have to wait for the AMP plant to start up, which I never know when they start up, but I can count on my concrete production that they will use this up. So from internal point of view, it makes perfect sense. So I've got benefits in terms of pricing, I've got benefits in terms of productivity, I've got benefits in terms of my demand profile. All right. So that's a bit from internal point of view, but I'm not even done here yet. As you can tell, I'm really excited about this product, as excited as Rafael is. So I'll go to the next slide. And this is external mates. This is my concrete customer. This is how they see it before. If they ask for pasir, I give them options. I give them choice. The choice is either, do you want it clean or do you want your size? You choose. Do you want your FM or do you want cleanliness? It's a trade-off. You can't have both before. With natural sand, you have to pick. You want it clean or do you want it fine? You can't have it either way. And it's almost like magic, really. It's a black art of blending sand from this region and sand from that region. And whether it's a rainy season or it's a dry season, it is an art. The person that can formulate the perfect pasir blend or natural sand blend, he's worth a fortune to us. Because it is an art, a difficult art. But now it's different. The option is, it's always going to be clean. You name the size that you want. We can do it. This is a game changer for our concrete industry, for my concrete production anyway. Before, quality variability is the only constant. It's always there, as Manish said. Rainy season, dry, Rafael said. Rainy season, you get coarse sand. Dry season, you get fine sand. It's always constant. And customer complain about it. I said, what can I do? It's nature. It's the act of God. What can I do? I can't do anything. But now I can. I can give them that consistency. And finally, from our customer point of view, because of we getting this variability, our quality control was easy. Basically, add too much cement as a buffer. Quality control is easy. Just add more cement and you'll be sweet. Rainy season, dry season, whatever the natural sand condition is, you will meet the strength quality because we add enough cement. And that is expensive. Boy, can I tell you that is expensive. And M-sand, our washed M-sand, changes that. We can get consistency. And I can make sure that I cut the cement, with a safety margin, a quality buffer, but I can make that buffer a lot slimmer. And that is money for Gem for me. And also, there is a win from customer perspective. Crushing is dusty, crushing is noisy. I'm not saying that I've invented silent crushing just yet. But I know I can run my washing, our CDE washing plant facility without too much noise, without too much dust. At the moment, my village community is loving it because we're not producing dust. Dust comes from our Abu Batu stockpile. They're loving it. And it's, now I can approach the subject of, you know how you have to stop my production at 10 o'clock at night because of noise, because of dust? Now I can stop my crushing operations, but I can continue my sand washing operations. I can make my asset, all my loader work that much harder for me because this technology is pretty much silent. My car makes more noise than this equipment. So I think it's, we'll go to the next slide as well. It's my final slide because as you can tell, I can talk, so I will not bore you too much longer. So this is a reflection, all right? When we commission, on the final day of commissioning, that's me in my dust mask. Do you know why I was in my dust mask? Because on that day, on the 2nd of June, Gunung Merapi, the one that produced natural sand, it erupted. And you know what that means for me? Okay, it is a natural disaster. I sympathize with the people. But also, for me personally, from commercial point of view, when Gunung Merapi went off, that means there'd be more sand, natural sand, widely available and cheap. It was a nervous moment for me. Well, people thought it would be a nervous moment for me when that picture was taken. People were probably thinking, oh, Arif probably thinking that he made the wrong decision. But then again, at that moment, there wasn't the slightest doubt that I've made the right decision. Because natural sand comes and goes. You know, and the consistency, well, lack of consistency will always be there. But what I'm providing with the help of CDE Combo Alpha is something totally different. I'm giving consistency. I'm giving good quality product, and I sleep well at night knowing that I help protect the environment. I'm making my the rock that I mine from my quarry face work that much harder. I'm making less impact on the environment, and I sleep well on that. So again, when people ask me why did we invest in CDE Combo Alpha? Well, I think it is a win for 4C. It's a win for our customer. It's a win for our community. And dare I say, it's a win for my company. And last, definitely not least, it's a win for the country because we're protecting the government. So I said, why the hell not? So on that note, I'll end my presentations. Thank you, Manish. Thank you, Pak Andika, for letting me present. Thank you.
Recognition of the fastest ever commissioning of new combo manufacturers.
Booyah!
So I will just repeat the award for our friend from YTL. It's a recognition of owning the first CD plant in the whole Asia, Southeast Asia. The first of, and to JKB in recognition of fastest ever commissioning of combo sand plant in Asia. I've never seen a company do it in 2 weeks. He finished the construction. The award is the first plant for CDE in mining sand in Southeast Asia. Recognition of owning the first CDE combo plant in Philippines. Can I request President of FMM? Can I request President of FMM? Please. And last but not the least, the first customer in Indonesia, Lotus.
Terima kasih banyak menanya tadi.
Thanks.
Acara selanjutnya yaitu closing comment dari Bapak Ahmad Fadilah, perwakilan dari Energi Sumber Daya Mineral Provinsi Jawa Barat. Kepada Bapak Ahmad Fadilah kami persilahkan.
Ya, terima kasih kepada panitia yang sudah mengundang saya, terutama kepada Pak Vino yang menjadikan saya ini harus keluar dari kampung saya gitu. Ternyata ini kan wilayahnya wilayah Banten, bukan wilayah Jawa Barat, sedangkan saya ini pegawai Pemda Jawa Barat. Oke, I'm sorry, di dalam statement ini saya tidak menggunakan bahasa Inggris, saya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia karena saya sebagai perwakilan pemerintah dan bahasa Inggris saya juga tidak sebaik yang lain. Tapi saya pikir tidak masalah karena mayoritas juga dari ya orang-orang lokal lah ya gitu. Oke, selamat malam, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Saya tidak menyangka, jujur aja ya, malam ini terjadi, dan kalau saya boleh cerita kronologisnya. Waktu itu Pak Bambang, Pak Vino, saya dan Pak Koko dari Konblok itu ngobrol-ngobrol di rumah makan Ampera di Bandung tentang hal-hal seperti ini gitu loh. Dan waktu itu sebenarnya kita ini bicara tentang wacana waktu itu ya Pak Bambang ya. Jadi tidak terbayang gitu loh ya. Kemudian menjadi sebuah momen yang saya pikir ini sebuah terobosan yang luar biasa, dan kami dari pemerintah semenjak awal juga berniat untuk mendukung. Jadi kembali lagi saya hanya ingin bercerita bahwa kronologisnya ini sebuah perbincangan tentang sebuah wacana memanfaatkan abu batu yang begitu banyak. Waktu itu sampel kami ini di mana yang mendekati lokasi Konblok, karena waktu itu kebetulan saya dengan Pak Bambang, dengan Pak Herwoko ini satu alumni, waktu sama-sama di Jogja, dan Pak Vino ini dari ITB temannya teman saya. Jadi kami waktu itu berlima atau berenam ya waktu itu kayak gitu, jadi makan siang waktu itu. Jadi sebuah, dan ini dimulai dari sebuah pembicaraan kondusif sangat baik, dan ternyata ada arahnya gitu. Jadi saya bersyukur hal ini bisa terrealisasi di malam ini. Sebagai informasi, bahwa sebenarnya MSen ini sudah ada di Jawa Barat, di Bogor gitu loh ya, dengan menggunakan teknologi dari Korea gitu. Ya karena dan kebetulan saya punya kesempatan waktu itu ke Korea dan saya cari pabrikannya yang ada di Bogor. Itu yang terpasang di Bogor unitnya, tapi nggak ketemu. Kebetulan kami Kadin Jawa Barat ini punya representatif di Korea Selatan dan kami cari pabriknya itu nggak ketemu. Ternyata oleh suppliernya mereknya itu udah diganti, bukan lagi aslinya yang dari Korea gitu. Nah ini jadi sebagai itu ya. Dan di Jawa Barat hal ini bisa mendukung kebijakan kami karena di Jawa Barat ini sudah tidak diperkenankan dan dilarang adanya penggalian pasir di badan sungai. Dengan pertimbangan apa? Karena di Jawa Barat ini sudah tidak ada lagi gunung yang aktif untuk mengisi pasir di sungai, wilayah-wilayah sungai. Yang terakhir itu Galunggung di tahun 81. Gitu. Jadi setelah itu sudah tidak ada lagi. Berbeda dengan di Jawa Tengah, dengan di Jawa Timur, mereka masih ada gunung berapi yang mengisi pasir di sungai gitu. Dan yang luar biasanya kalau kita mau memahami fenomena alam, bahwa setelah bencana ternyata bekas timbunan pasirnya itu menjadi lebih subur dibandingkan sebelumnya, dan ini terjadi di wilayah Tasik setelah pasca aktivitas Gunung Galunggung itu. Jadi sekarang ini pasir mereka jauh lebih subur, wilayah pesawahan mereka jauh lebih subur dibandingkan sebelumnya. Kemudian kalau kita perhatikan di wilayah yang dominan tambang di Jawa Barat itu Bogor, Batuan. Nah, ada dua wilayah utama yaitu di wilayah Cigudeg dan di wilayah Rumpin. Lotus ini adanya di wilayah Rumpin yang secara geologis batuannya itu batuan jenis lelehan. Jadi tidak semasif yang intrusi gitu. Otomatis dia akan menghasilkan abu batu yang cukup besar. Kalau nggak salah sekitar 20%-an ya Jasin ya. 30%-an. Jadi cukup besar dan itu banyak. Bukan hanya Lotus, banyak yang seperti itu, bahkan mereka kebingungan harus memindah-mindah timbunan abu batu ini. Karena marketnya memang relatif nggak ada dan dijual murah pun juga orang nggak butuh. Hanya sedikit seperti tadi, aspal itu apa namanya? AMP itu, tapi kebutuhannya ternyata juga tidak mampu mengambil semuanya. Jadi memang sudah ada wacana di Jawa Barat, kami ingin menghentikan, ya katakanlah sudah tidak lagi ingin menerbitkan izin untuk tambang pasir. Kenapa? Karena umumnya pasir itu ada di wilayah persawahan yang subur. Jadi sebenarnya suburnya daerah itu karena tebalnya lapisan pasir yang ada bekas dari sungai-sungai purba di zaman dulunya. Ya mungkin kayak orang geologi lah, memang lebih paham gitu ya, masalah-masalah kayak begitu. Jadi sungai purba yang terendapkan kemudian itu dia menjadi cadangan air yang banyak sehingga daerah itu menjadi subur. Konsekuensinya apa? Kalau kita ambil pasirnya, tidak akan mungkin daerah itu menjadi persawahan yang subur sebelumnya. Itu konsekuensinya pada saat diambil itunya, dan pasti akan terjadi cekungan karena umumnya flat gitu. Jadi masalahnya apakah kita masih butuh beras, apakah kita masih butuh nasi untuk makan kita, atau kita hanya butuh bangunan kan gitu. Kami dari pemerintah daerah kan harus memikirkan hal-hal itu dengan pertimbangan-pertimbangan seperti itu. Jadi ini bisa menjadi salah satu jawaban. Ini bisa menjadi salah satu jawaban ke depan. Kami kalau seandainya pasokannya sudah lebih dari 50% ya, kita bisa ambil kebijakan. Kita tidak lagi, kita membatasi gitu ya. Mungkin kita bisa mulai secara bertahap di daerah-daerah yang sudah siap, kita terbitkan larangan, kita sudah tidak lagi menerbitkan izin untuk penggalian pasir gitu. Karena konsekuensinya yang selama ini kami pelajari, tidak pernah ada yang bekas galian pasir dikembalikan menjadi sawah sesubur sebelumnya. Tidak ada. Itu sebenarnya hanya bahasa-bahasa provokatif lah ya gitu ya, supaya kami menerbitkan izin gitu. Sebenarnya itu bahasa-bahasa langit yang kami juga sebenarnya tahu, tapi permasalahannya apakah kita punya penggantinya gitu. Kita tetap harus memahami bahwa pembangunan ini membutuhkan material konstruksi, salah satunya pasir dan batu gitu. Jadi kami tidak mungkin menyetop begitu saja sebelum ada alternatif penggantinya. Nah, saya pikir teknologi yang dibawa oleh CDE ini bisa kita jadikan kami untuk ke depan menjadi lebih yakin bahwa ini bisa kita lakukan. Pembatasan izin untuk penggalian pasir. Salah satu yang paling parah itu di daerah Sukabumi, daerah Cimangkok. Dulu itu pemasok pasir terbesar di Jawa Barat, di Jakarta. Kemudian ada Galunggung, mereka mulai bersaing. Kemudian di Sumedang berkembang ada di daerah Cimalaka, tapi sekarang semuanya sudah habis kok. Bahkan di Cimalaka di Sumedang itu sudah bikin tiang-tiang sutet itu mulai menggantung. Dan kemarin sekitar 3 bulan yang lalu saya bersama pihak aparat penegak hukum dari Polda memperkarakan penambang yang menggali di bawah sutet di Majalengka, dan sekarang sudah inkrah keputusan pengadilannya, dia ditahan dan dikenakan sanksi karena dia menambang secara ilegal, dilarang, dikasih tahu pelan-pelan nggak mau, bahkan orang-orang PLN-nya diancam, ya jadi kita main dengan jalur hukum dan itu sudah masuk. Jadi kami juga melakukan hal-hal seperti itu. Jadi kami berharap lah, gitu. Dan kami akan mendukung Pak pengembangan teknologi ini. Gitu. Teknologi ini akan kita kembangkan. Nah, kemarin kebetulan saya dari hari Minggu ini belum sempat kembali ke Bandung karena saya lagi ada di Bogor dan di Sukabumi, bolak-balik di wilayah itu. Nah, dengan adanya undangan ini udah sekalian aja gitu, nggak usah pulang. Nggak taunya disyaratnya sampai keluar Jawa Barat ini. Tapi saya tidak mengatasnamakan di luar wilayah Jawa Barat karena saya orang pemerintah Jawa Barat. Jadi saya hanya akan bicara untuk wilayah Jawa Barat. Kami semakin merasa percaya diri ke depan, kami akan mulai membatasi adanya izin untuk tambang pasir, dan kami berharap Lotus bisa jadi pionir bersama dengan partnernya yang bertetanggaan juga sebenarnya CAS. Dan saya sudah mengambil sampel kemarin di lokasi yang tetangganya Lotus, nanti besok kalau memungkinkan juga saya akan minta sampelnya. Kemudian kemarin juga kami juga sudah meminta rekan kami yang ada di wilayah Tasik untuk mengambil pasir dari Galunggung. Kami akan uji di labnya KPU-an, di Litbang PU itu kebetulan juga ada di Bandung di daerah Ujung Berung. Kami akan coba uji di sana, kemudian kita akan komparasikan, kemudian kita akan segmentasikan. Kira-kira marketnya mana aja ini, supaya tidak terjadi persaingan. Gitu loh. Jadi masing-masing nanti punya market, karena pasti produk dengan teknologi yang ada di CAS di Bogor itu pasti akan berbeda produknya dengan ini, karena saya tahu ada komponen yang ada kelebihan kekurangannya semuanya lah gitu lah ya. Nggak apa-apa gitu, itu kan teknologi. Ya kita harus fair dan harus kita tempatkan mereka itu pada porsinya. Jadi itu yang sudah kami diskusikan dan sudah disetujui oleh pimpinan-pimpinan kami waktu itu di Jawa Barat, bahwa memungkinkan ini bisa kita terapkan apabila ada pembatasan perizinan untuk tambang pasir. Gitu. Jadi ke depan Pak yang di Subang gitu, buru-buru ya cari lokasi batu. Gitu. Kita bermain dengan batu. Memang gini, wilayah pasir itu pasti daerahnya subur. Sayang kalau kita manfaatkan pasirnya. gitu loh. Untuk kemudian kita merubah morfologi persawahan ini gitu ya menjadi cekungan-cekungan yang terus terang pasti akan terjadi, nggak mungkin tidak akan terbentuk cekungan. Nah ini yang mau kita eliminir karena Jawa Barat itu merupakan wilayah dengan populasi terbesar di Indonesia, sekarang udah sekitar 53 juta. Makanya pilkada di Jawa Barat itu jauh lebih heboh dibandingkan daerah lain gitu, karena memang dia mensuplai 20% suara di Indonesia gitu. Jadi memang luar biasa sekali banyaknya penduduk. Tapi yang harus kita pikirkan bagaimana kita juga mengupayakan harga jual MC ini tidak dimurah-murah lah, bahasa Sundanya mah dimurah mareh lah gitunya gitu. Jadi bagaimana kita mempertahankan harga jualnya supaya ekonomis, tapi bagaimana supaya tetap bisa bersaing. Bapak yang Pak Andri yang di Jawa Tengah, Bapak pasti akan bersaing dengan pasir dari Merapi ya, di daerah Muntilan situ gitu. Nah itu mungkin jauh lebih berat beliau dibandingkan di Jawa Barat gitu, persaingannya gitu, karena bahannya udah ada, tinggal angkut aja, nggak ada perlu proses gitu loh, nggak perlu biaya untuk memproses gitu loh. Dan itu persaing yang luar biasa beratnya. Saya berharap mudah-mudahan Bapak bisa lebih berkembang, dan kebetulan Kepala Dinas di Jawa Tengah juga itu teman saya, Pak Teguh gitu. Jadi itu kita coba larikan nanti, jadi ke depan mungkin kita bisa berdiskusi dari hasil ini, dan tahun ini kami juga lagi menginventarisir berapa volume abu batu yang dihasilkan dari crushing plant se-Jawa Barat. Nah itu yang nanti akan menjadi bahan kita. Selain Bogor, Purwakarta itu daerah yang prospek untuk Bapak kembangkan, karena Kerawang tidak punya prospek, karena sampai hari ini bupatinya tidak mau menerbitkan izin lingkungan di Kerawang, sehingga tidak ada izin tambang. Yang tinggal satu aja di sana itu diacak-acak kepengen ditutup, gitu loh, oleh bupatinya. Nah, kami juga melakukan gerilya lah bersama-sama para penambang, dan ini juga dengan Bogor dan Purwakarta, bagaimana caranya kita menyetop pasokan untuk Kerawang, biar dia kapok, enak bener, daerahnya nggak mau digali, tapi pembangunannya nggak mau berhenti. Biarin aja dia mau ngomong ke bupatinya, mah nggak wae saya mah. Hanya masalahnya satu gitu loh, kita agak sulit karena transporternya agak sulit dikontrol, karena transportnya itu kan di luar dari penambang gitu loh ya. Tapi sudah ada pembicaraan, dan di Purwakarta pada dasarnya setuju, hanya masalahnya satu, persaingannya dari Bogor. Makanya kemarin ya dengan Pak Tomo juga kami bicara ya, waktu itu kita kumpul, dan mungkin di bulan ini juga kita akan adakan pertemuan lagi. Kami ingin harga jual batuan di Bogor itu tidak lagi seperti sekarang, karena sangat rendah. Di Jawa Barat itu paling rendah di Bogor, dan paling tinggi itu di Sumedang. Itu bedanya 2 kali lipat. Jadi kami ingin kita semua memahami seperti yang tadi disampaikan di awal, bahwa sumber daya alam kita terbatas, kita tidak mungkin membangun gunung, tidak mungkin menyiapkan batu secara artifisial. Kita menghemat sumber daya alam kita agar umur usahanya ini menjadi ya lebih panjang. Saya tadi sempat ngobrol selintas dengan Pak Justin. Kebetulan ini kalau saya sih ke Justin ini udah seperti ke anak sendiri. Karena Pak Tomonya nitipin ke saya gitu, jadi saya marah sama dia, menyantai aja, nggak ada masalah gitu loh ya. Dalam konteks ya kita ingin semuanya benar, kita ingin semuanya baik gitu. Dan beliau tadi menyampaikan kepengen ke depan kita memandang usaha ini sebagai industri. Pada saat kita memandang sebuah usaha sebagai industri, pasti kita harus berbicara tentang sustain yang panjang. Kita tidak ingin dalam waktu yang cepat industri ini tutup karena tidak ada lagi pasokan. Dan saya berharap semua abu batu ini bisa kita manfaatkan. Hal yang sangat mengganggu selama ini buat perusahaan-perusahaan, kemarin saya juga datang ke satu lokasi gitu, mereka kesulitan menangani abu batu. Bahkan kemarin saya sampaikan ke Vino ya, tolong diundang orangnya gitu. Karena memang dia berminat, pengen tahu. Jadi yang ingin tahu lebih banyak tentang produk CDE ini kemarin tuh banyak. Tadi pagi juga saya ketemu juga minta diundang gitu, tapi saya nggak tahu. Tapi kemarin bahkan saya udah minta ya Pak Bambang ya untuk presentasi ke Wika gitu. Karena mereka memang butuh. Ya saya kenalin aja semua yang ada. Biarkanlah si pengguna, usernya nanti memutuskan mana yang ingin dipilih. Karena saya pemerintah, saya harus bersikap fair, adil gitu lah. Ya silakan bersaing dengan teknologi. Kemudian ya kalau memang masih ada kurangnya kita dikembangkan lah kemudian gitu. Bila perlu saya berharap apabila sudah bisa banyak user dari alat ini, gitu, ya pabriknya pindahin ke Jawa Barat. Kita bicara industri lah sekarang lah, jangan lagi bicara sumber daya alam itu kita anggap seperti terus terang itu. Saya prihatin sekali yang tadinya gunung terutama di Bogor gitu ya. Yang tadinya gunung yang utuh kemudian digali karena satu gunung itu dibagi-bagi perizinannya. Jadi akhirnya terbentuklah jurang-jurang gitu loh. Awalnya itu gunung utuh gitu loh. Ya kenapa sih nggak dipapas? Kalau satu gunung kasih aja ke satu pemegang izin supaya bisa tertata dengan baik. Pasca tambangnya bisa dimanfaatkan, jadi tidak dihambur-hambur sumber daya alam. Bahwa kita harus mengingat bahwa sumber daya alam kita terbatas dan kita harus mengupayakannya secara optimal. Dan saya berharap juga teknologi CDE ini bisa berkembang dengan lebih baik. Dan saya juga berharap jangan terlalu lama, yuk pindahin tuh pabriknya yang dari India ke Jawa Barat. You can export your teknologi to Indonesia, ya. Oke, jadi kita berharap, tapi semuanya tidak mematikan dapur masing-masing. Kita sama-sama berkembang. Mungkin itu yang bisa kami sampaikan, dan yang jelas kami pemerintah Jawa Barat akan mensupport, mendukung. I give you support to your business. Saya berharap ke depan kita menjadi lebih baik daripada sebelumnya. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kita beri tepuk tangan untuk Pak Ahmad Fadil dari Perwakilan Energi Sumber Daya Mineral Provinsi Jawa Barat. Terima kasih Bapak Ahmad Fadila. Selanjutnya, please Mr. Manis to come to the stage. Okay.
So we end this program, but we have one more agenda. I would like to call the Lotus family here. They would like to inaugurate their brochure today. So Mr. Justin, Mr. Sutomo, please, the whole Lotus family, please come here. Only the Lotus family.
Selanjutnya kita memasuki acara puncak hari ini yaitu dinner and photoshoot. Kepada seluruh customer yang hadir, kami minta untuk melakukan photoshoot di booth yang telah kami sediakan, dan selanjutnya kami persilahkan untuk dapat menikmati hidangan yang telah disediakan.
Jalan lagu, bingkisan kalbuku, bagi insan dunia yang mengagungkan cinta. Betapa nikmatnya dicembur asmara, bagai embun pagi yang menyentuh berangkutan. gelora asmara seindah bayung senja. Tiada ada yang kuasa melebihi indahnya nikmat tercinta. Kan ku cari lagu bingkisan kalbuku bagi insan dunia yang mengagungkan cinta. Betapa nikmatnya dicembur asmara bagai embun pagi yang menyentuh rerumputan. Cinta akan ku berikan bagi hatimu yang damai. Cintaku gelora asmara seindah bayung senja. Tiada ada yang kuasa
Bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu, terima kasih banyak. Kita sudah sampai di kuari PT Lotus FB Lestari. Kepada Bapak dan Ibu, kami mohon untuk dapat berkumpul di depan tenda menghadap ke unit CDE. Kita akan memulai acara dengan produk launching unit CDE ini. Jadi dimohon kepada Bapak dan Ibu bisa berkumpul di sini. Pak Sutomo dan Bapak Justin untuk memotong pita sebagai tanda peresmian CDE produk launching. Dan kami juga mengundang Bapak Ahmad Fadilah, perwakilan dari Energi Sumber Daya Mineral Provinsi Jawa Barat, Mr. Manis Bastian, Managing Director of CDE Asia, dan Bapak Budi Andika, Direktur PT Adi Satya Sentosa yang merupakan agen dari CDE. Dengan dipotongnya pita ini, kita akan sama-sama meresmikan produk launching dari unit CDE. Combo Alpha. Oke, yuk.
Nanti kita akan tur untuk melihat dan sedikit penjelasan. Kemudian grup keempat oleh Bapak Leo, grup kelima oleh Bapak Sutrisno, grup keenam oleh Bapak Andika. Ada yang masih belum dapat grup? Bisa grup sini mungkin, Pak? Ya, oke, grup 3. Jadi total kita ada 6 grup. Nanti mohon diingat nomor grupnya, nanti setelah itu saya akan panggil berdasarkan urutan setelah selesai chat grup. Baik, terima kasih Bapak-Bapak atas perhatiannya.
Then after removing the oversize, all the minus 5 mm particles are coming down below to the sump, and we are adding the water to make it pumpable for the hydrocycle. So you can see the water addition here. We are adding the water to make the slurry pumpable to the hydrocycle. This is the first stage of hydrocycle where we are taking out fine minus 75 micron. Here we are doing the gradation, important gradation which is required for we are doing the gradation. You can see part of the screen is having four sides. We have option. Basically we are doing the gradation in this screen. You can see this part is removing a part. And whatever the minor particle is going further cycloning, because it has almost 25% minus 75 micron. So single stage of cycloning is not enough. We are using 2 stages of cycloning. Yes, this is minor, this is coarser. Now if you want to make any kind of gradation, you can adjust.
24 hours turning.
This conveyor is shiftable.
So anything heavier will drop down to a pump to the side. Yeah. Then the water will be circulating. Huh? flush, inside here they add the propellants. Then there's one thing here turning. Always turn 24 hours. Okay? Anything heavier will drop down, then they'll pump it to there. Then within 24 hours, solidify or something, 48 hours, they will stop it and take it somewhere else. Then when this is full, water will go here. Anything clean water will be overflow, go along. Then after recycle back. So, so you can keep so much water here, 130. You don't need to stand like outside. All the way down. Yeah. The water circulation. Inside this here. Yeah. Capacity might be 150. 150 lah. And then you are static volume? Yeah. Static volume. So after you only turn one. Yeah. So because this is a cycling system, so you need not to stop this. This can take 100 and 400 meters per hour together lah. Yeah. Touch a bit. All are been prepared. Yeah. Every time. This green go. Make the top up. How many grams? How much dosage? That depending. Yeah.
Pressure.
I have seen minus 75 micron is around 4%.
25 down to 4.
You can make it 0 if you want. At the time you have to reduce the feed capacity a bit.
So 75 micron reduced down to about 4% from 25, 20%. Reduced down to about 4%.
We are running the plant for 120 to 125.
Yeah. Because I had filtering down, they can pump that.
Even 1%. But sometimes the clay is required. There is a limitation, right? 0 to 3. So you can maybe we can remove 40% to 5. Fourth stage of cycling.
So it's the top up water.
Right now they are not doing because because not coming.
Okay. So I don't see a pipeline going to there. No. Because it's meant to be going to there, right?
Supposed to be coming here. So right way to do is taking that water into this tank. Right now. I mean, they're not
Baik, untuk
Bapak Justin Gunawan selaku tuan rumah dari PT Lotus SG Lestari. Kepada Bapak Justin Gunawan kami persilahkan.
Selamat siang Bapak-bapak, Ibu-ibu. Sebelumnya saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih ya atas kehadiran Anda di sini. Thank you very much for your presence here. Really appreciate it, sis. And first and foremost, terutama kita mau terima kasih dengan CDE Asia yang sudah memfasilitasi event malam hari ini. Mr. Manis dan tim, terima kasih Pak. Dan juga tim Adi Satya, Mr. Andika, dan tim, dan juga dari Fajar Mas, Pak Bambang, dan tim. Dan selain itu kita juga mau berterima kasih kepada konsumen-konsumen Lotus yang selama ini sudah mendukung kita, dan juga tamu-tamu terhormat, terima kasih atas kehadirannya hari ini Pak. Nah mungkin saya nggak bakal ngomong panjang Pak. Dari segi teknikal saya rasa sudah dijelaskan cukup banyak ya dari Mr. Rafael, Mr. Izzat, dan juga Mr. Arif dari JKB dan YTL. Technical kayaknya mereka yang lebih berpengalaman dan juga mereka end user langsung Pak. Kalau kita cuman sebagai produsen raw material aja. Nah maka itu saya mungkin hanya akan memberi komen tentang pengalaman kita selama ini menggunakan dan juga membeli dan juga mengkonstruksikan alat CDE ini Pak. Terutama dari CDE dan Adi Satya ya Pak ya. Selama ini service, support dari mereka itu sangat bagus Pak. Dari segi profesionalismenya, dari awal sampai akhir, itu sangat cepat dan sangat efisien. Malahan kadang-kadang saya yang dikejar sama mereka Pak. Nah mungkin dari sini saya akan menceritakan kenapa kita bisa membeli mesin ini ya Pak ya. Jadi kurang lebih 2 tahun yang lalu Mr. Manis sama Mr. Vino ya datang ke lokasi, ke tambang, dan juga Pak Bambang juga ada di lokasi, dan pas-pasan saya ada di sini dan Pak Tomo juga ada di sini. Nah emang dari dulu kita ada wacana untuk mencuci abu batu kita Pak. Cuman kita belum ketemu solusi yang cocok untuk Lotus. Karena selama ini kan cuci itu pemakaian airnya banyak Pak. Lalu limbahnya juga banyak. Nah dengan kita berdiskusi dengan CDE, kita mengetahui bahwa ada produk yang bisa memakai air lebih rendah. Dan juga lingkungan pun lebih environmental friendly intinya Pak. Karena Lotus dan CDE itu saya rasa cocoknya karena kita selalu memandang kerusakan alam dulu Pak. Ya, penambangan itu pasti merusakkan alam, tapi gimana caranya kita meminimalkan perusakan itu. Bapak sendiri bisa lihat kalau di sini kan penghijauan juga ada Pak. Jadi sebelum waktu kita nambang pun tetap kita ada menanam pohon. Sekarang ini kita ada ratusan pohon Pak yang sudah kita tanamin sejak 5 tahun yang lalu. Itu ada pohon duren, pisang, manggis maupun ada rambutan. Nah, kembali lagi kenapa kita bisa beli Pak mesin ini. Jadi setelah berdiskusi sama Mr. Manis, Vino, digambarkan mesin ini gimana, akhirnya kita mengirim sampel ke India. Nah saat kita ngirim sampel ke India, tesnya sudah keluar, malahan kita juga ke India Pak. Langsung melihat produknya sendiri. Nah di situ kalau nggak salah, mungkin cocok ya chemistry-nya jalan, Mr. Manis sama Pak Sutomo, di hari kelima langsung ngedil Bu. Langsung ambil combo Alpha I. Emang lama sekali, udah 2 tahun ya boleh dibilang ya, karena kita ada masalah financing dan lain-lainnya. Tapi untungnya kita sudah mulai produksi di sini. Nah, sekarang dari segi kualitas, sebenarnya kita belum menjual ke konsumen-konsumen besar. Saat ini kita masih menjual ke konsumen yang luar, retail intinya. Ya, yang pribadi lah, pembeli pribadi. Dan produknya itu menjual sendiri Pak. Boleh dibilang, tiap hari kita udah mulai menjual kurang lebih 10 hari yang lalu ya. 2 minggu lah kurang lebih. Dan tiap hari itu permintaan menaik. Ya. Tapi itu pun karena mungkin kita juga belum full production benar-benar ya Pak ya. Karena sementara kita running kurang lebih 8 jam sampai 10 jam. Tapi saya yakin 16 jam pun jalan. Seperti di YTL dan JKB bisa lama juga jalanannya. Nah yang membedakan ataupun yang komen yang diberikan dari konsumen kita saat ini adalah adanya plaster sand Pak, yang 75 mikron sampai 2,36 mili. Itu yang membedakan produk CDE dari produk pencucian lain. Karena mereka pakai hydrocyclone ya, saya rasa ya. Jadi, dan selain itu pun kita juga sangat terkejut dengan tingkat kekeringan produk ini Pak. Biasanya kan kalau abu cuci kan hasilnya banyak banget airnya. Tetapi hasil dari end produknya sendiri tidak begitu basah. Ya kadang kalau kita keluar dari sini Rumpin itu selalu melihati truk yang ngisi abu cuci. Dan di truknya itu netes semua Pak, kotor sekali, jalan pun jadi kotor. Tapi dengan produk ini tidak ada sama sekali Pak, airnya cukup kering. Kalau di tempat kita sendiri, kalau saya nggak salah ya, berat jenisnya itu 1 kubik itu kurang lebih 1,6 ton. Oke. Jadi itu dari segi kualitas Pak. Sekarang dari segi environmental, saya rasa Mr. Arif dan juga yang Mr. Manis juga udah mengatakan lagi poin yang paling penting untuk Lotus dan juga CD, dan sebenarnya boleh dikatakan buy or no buy itu poin environmentalnya itu sekali lagi Pak. Karena mesin ini benar-benar ramah dengan lingkungan. Di Lotus sendiri kita believe in green mining Pak. Walaupun penambangan merusak lingkungan yang tadi kita ngomong Pak, sebisa mungkin kita meminimalkan Pak. Yang Bapak yang ikut bus dan yang jalan ke sini kan bisa ngeliat sendiri Pak, waktu Bapak masuk ke kuari. Ya, kita ini dikelilingi masyarakat Pak. kampung-kampung sekitar. Maka itu environmental itu sangat penting karena kita selalu disoroti sama kampung-kampung Pak, sama masyarakat. Contoh saja Pak, waktu pembangunan mesin ini kita sudah didatangi sama warga-warga, menanyakan gimana nih limbahnya, apakah airnya mengalir, ya dibikin heboh lah kurang lebihnya Pak. Cuman kita nggak takut Pak, malahan kita ngundangin mereka, bisa dilihat sendiri bahwa airnya ini nggak ada sama sekali yang mengalir keluar ke sungai ataupun kemana-mana. Maupun limbahnya, seperti Mr. Manis bilang, bakal kita bentukkan sebagai CSR juga kalau bisa ya. Kita bikin sebagai batako dan lain-lainnya. Jadi, ya itulah Pak. Saya rasa dengan produk ini saya sangat happy. Ya, terima kasih sekali lagi Pak atas kehadirannya. Saya secara pribadi dan mewakili PT Lotus SG Lestari, mohon maaf seandainya ada kata-kata ataupun pelayanan yang kurang berkenan Pak. Terima kasih sekali lagi Pak.
Terima kasih Pak Justin Gunawan.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih sebelumnya Bapak Justin atas sambutannya. Kemudian untuk acara berikutnya, kita akan persilakan untuk mengambil hidangan. Kemudian untuk sesi tanya jawab atau diskusi, Bapak bisa langsung bertanya kepada tim CDE ataupun tim Adisatya. Jadi kalau ada pertanyaan baik mengenai equipment, proses atau produk, itu bisa nanti kita lakukan one on one. Kita bisa lakukan mungkin sambil makan siang, atau mungkin nanti setelah kita kembali ke hotel, nanti kita bisa atur waktunya Pak. Gitu. Oke, baik. Selanjutnya kita serahkan ke MC dan silakan Bapak-Bapak nanti kita tunggu dari panitia untuk koordinatornya. Oke, terima kasih semuanya atas waktunya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm very happy at the launch of CDE Combo Alpha by Lotus. Lotus is a very innovative customer and they support us to launch the first plant in Indonesia. As you can see, they have made the site in the most beautiful manner, clean manner, and they have arranged for the product launch. All this tent here and everything you see, all our customers being so happy is because of Lotus. So we are very, very thankful to Lotus management, Mr. Sutomo, Mr. Justin, who had faith and trust in our system and our company, and I hope we can remain friends and support them for all times to come. Thank you very much again.
Mesin CDE ini merupakan salah satu inovasi teknologi yang memberikan manfaat di kemudian hari, di mana pada saat ini banyak kesulitan atau masalah yang ditimbulkan oleh akibat penghancuran batu oleh crushing ram atau yang disebut dengan abu batu yang menghandlenya agak susah, baik itu di musim kemarau maupun musim hujan. Dengan alat ini di kemudian hari kebutuhan pasir akan terpenuhi dengan baik dan juga ramah terhadap lingkungan karena tidak ada limbah yang terbuang di alam. Untuk kedepannya, dengan adanya pelarangan atau penghentian penambangan pasir di sepanjang sungai, mesin ini diharapkan bisa menjadi solusi alternatif untuk penyediaan pasir yang sangat banyak dibutuhkan oleh konstruksi Indonesia saat ini. Terima kasih.
Hello, I am Prashun Kumar Datta from CDE Asia Limited. So here we are in the launch of Combo Alpha I. I will give a brief description about the equipment. So this equipment is consisting with 7 things, which is feeding, pre-screening, conveying, washing, grading, water recirculating and sludge pond management system. So this equipment is designed to deal with the dirtiest material. To deal with the dirtiest material, we have double stage of hydrocycloning, which removes the ultrafine, say -75 micron. In the feed, it is more than 20%. of -75 micron, whereas in the product after processing, it becomes say 4%, 3%. And it also have the control of fineness modulus. This equipment can produce whatever is required in the market. So it can recirculate say 95% of water back into the system. So this is very environment friendly. It doesn't require much space to get established. So it is a kit mounted project, and that is it. That is all about the equipment in short. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sho from the CDE's Communication Department. So we have this launch of this Combo Alpha I, which is one of the machine which is widely circulated in Southeast Asia, and it helps in manufacturing of the manufactured sand. So we have people from all over Southeast Asia was gathered here today to experience to have this Combo Alpha experience. And as my colleague Prasoon has divulged all the technical details, it's one of it's a technical art, we can say. It's one of its kind to have a machine like this, wherein you can see all of us are actually walking without a mask. So this place is very dust free, and the noise is also very minimal, and the space that is required out here is also very less compared to other plants. Like where there might be pools of water, so the water consumption is minimum. We recycle the water consumption, and if you see that you can barely walk with your office shoes also, the space is quite clean. So this machine has been an innovation, and as CDE's main mission is, we believe in innovating new things and bringing in an ecological change. So that's how I would want to conclude the message, that we should innovate, and we should always have natural resources that we had when the planet was there, and we should bring about a change, and we should definitely take care of our environment. And as you can see that we're at the product launch of Combo Alpha I, and this machine has been an innovation. It has been a state-of-art technology, and thereby we actually see a promising future wherein we want to expand in all parts of Southeast Asia, and especially because we have our plants all over in India, in Vietnam, in Malaysia, in Bangladesh and Philippines. So now we'll also be branching out to other countries. Primarily the next destination might be Singapore too. So we look forward to having this machine in different places because this is very environmental friendly, and as you can see that our natural resources are very limited. So we should take care of them, we should take care of planet Earth, and we should definitely develop. We should bring about development, but not at the cost of the natural resources, and we should not let it deplete. So this is one place where we are optimally using the water, recycling it, and you can see that none of us are wearing the mask. So it's a very dust-free environment, and also the noise is kind of limited than other places. So we can see that this has a huge prospect in future, and we want to expand in all parts of Southeast Asia, wherein we can bring about development and also bringing in balance with the environment. So the last message that I would want to give is that we should in sync with nature, and we should in sync with planet Earth, and thereby we should also bring development. Thank you very much.